The city wakes before the sun. From high above, the Brisbane River curves like a mirror of light, its reflections catching the first colours of the dawn. Below, the Brisbane City Botanic Gardens rest in shadow, an island of stillness beneath a skyline of ambition. As the sun climbs, towers rise in the glow, their glass faces bending toward the gardens like giants leaning over an ancient world. Between concrete and canopy, a conversation begins, one made of wind, reflection, and time. Here, the city and the forest share the same breath. One grows upward, the other grows within. And as the light returns, both remember what it means to be alive. Welcome to the Brisbane City Botanic Gardens, one of Australia's oldest living museums of trees. We begin this solo walk beneath a ring of palms, where sunlight scatters like gold dust through the canopy. Here stand the Cuban royal palms and cabbage tree palms, native to Eastern Australia. Their smooth trunks rising skyward in perfect symmetry. The air feels tropical, alive, timeless. The hum of the river just beyond the trees. These palms have watched Brisbane grow from a riverside settlement to a skyline of glass. They are guardians of calm at the edge of constant change. Here, at the Ring of Palms, the walk begins where the tropics meet the city, a living gateway between glass towers and green history. The path changes now, lifting gently from the earth onto a timber boardwalk that floats above a sea of ferns and giant-leaved tropical plants. It's cooler here, the air damp and rich with the scent of soil and rain. Sunlight falls in broken beams through the canopy, dancing on the glossy leaves of elephant ears and giant's bird nests ferns. Each step creaks softly, a rhythm in time, with the hum of the city just beyond the trees. Beneath the palms, the world felt open, sky and trunk and breeze. Here, it closes in, intimate, mysterious, like walking through a living cathedral built by leaves. Tiny drops of water hang from fronds, catching the light like stars. You might hear the rustle of brush turkeys foraging in the undergrowth, or the delicate chirp of green tree frogs hidden near the damp soil. The boardwalk feels like a bridge between worlds, between the manicured and the wild. Every leaf here could shelter a small world of its own. Ferns older than the city breathe quietly, reminding us that nature's light. A species rare in Australia but thriving here among the tropicals. This is the elephant apple, native to the lowland forests of India and Southeast Asia, but perfectly at home in the warm, wet rhythm of Brisbane. Its leaves are large and ridged, catching the light like corrugated bronze. The flowers are white and fragrant, and when they fall, they carpet the path like scattered stars. The fruit is heavy and green, shaped like an apple but tougher, used across Asia in curries, chutneys and sweet drinks. Here, it's simply left for the fruit, bats and the birds. A reminder that this garden feeds more than just the soul. The elephant apple is a quiet immigrant, a traveller that found belonging beneath southern skies. Like many of us, it carries the scent of another land, yet it grows here, strong and generous, far from home. Not far from the elephant apple, the path opens again and the temperature drops. Ahead stands a pillar of time, smooth, barked, silver-skinned and impossibly tall. This is the Queensland kauri, one of the great southern conifers, a tree whose ancestors watched dinosaurs walk beneath their shade. The trunk rises unbroken for 30 metres before the first branch, a living column of quiet power. Its bark flakes like parchment, revealing pale copper beneath. This tree doesn't reach for the sky, it becomes part of it. The kauri once blanketed the rainforests of Queensland and New Guinea. Now only fragments remain, and here in the gardens, a few stand as ambassadors for a lost forest. The kauri carries deep memory in its rings. It reminds us that the earth once belonged to giants, that every seed holds the memory of a world reborn. The path bends beneath a tunnel of Moreton Bay figs and weeping figs, colossal living sculptures with roots like rivers of wood. Each trunk tells a century-old story of shade, soil, and patience. These fig trees are the soul of the gardens, framing the paths, sheltering bird life, perfuming the air with sap and leaf. Their canopies form green cathedrals where the sunlight breaks into mosaic patterns. The Moreton Bay fig, native to Queensland rainforests, anchors itself deep into the soil, its roots holding the earth like ancient hands. Nearby, Port Jackson figs twist and curl, their rust-red undersides glowing in the filtered light. Beneath these figs, you don't just walk, you travel through time. Every leaf remembers the people who planted them, the floods that swept through, the laughter of families resting beneath their shade.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
The sound changes. Leaves rustle with a percussive rhythm. You've entered the bamboo grove, one of the most tranquil corners of the gardens. Tall culms rise like green spires. Giant bamboo and Buddha belly bamboo, their swelling joints sculpted by light and shadow. Every breeze becomes music here. Every step a heartbeat in this living choir extends. Bamboo represents resilience, bending, never breaking, a living symbol of patience and grace. The bamboo grove teaches balance, rooted but yielding, ancient yet ever new. In its whisper, you can hear the memory of rain and the stillness between storms.
And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
You turn a corner, and there it is, the Kapok Tree, colossal and commanding, standing like a guardian between worlds. Its roots spread outward in great buttresses, folding into the ground like the foundations of a cathedral. But now, in spring, this ancient giant has transformed. The branches blaze with pale golden blooms, soft and waxy, glowing against the blue Brisbane sky. Bees hum through the warm air, darting between the blossoms. Lorikeets flash among the flowers, their calls echoing through the canopy. From the path below, petals drift down like quiet confetti, the tree's own celebration of life. The kapok is a tropical icon, native to the equatorial forests of the Americas, West Africa, and Northern Australia. Its silky seed pods once filled pillows and life jackets with light, buoyant fibre. In myth, it's called the Tree of Heaven, a living axis connecting the underworld, the earth, and the stars. Here, in the Brisbane City Botanic Gardens, it feels like a bridge between continents. Its roots are in Australia, its spirit in the tropics. It carries the memory of monsoon rains and thunderous nights, and yet, even here among the skyscrapers, it blooms as if the rainforest is still whispering around it. When the kapok blooms, the city seems to pause. Its flowers open like lanterns, tiny suns lighting the path between day and dream. Standing beneath it, you feel the presence of something older than time. The kapok teaches us that beauty isn't just in colour or shape, it's in endurance. In return, in the courage to flower again after every dry season. The path softens as you enter the garden's historic nursery heart. Here botanists once tested crops and exotic trees for the young colony. You pass tamarind, dragon tree and mahogany, each brought from across the world to see if they could take root in Queensland's soil. Today they stand as reminders of human curiosity, our urge to collect, to cultivate, to connect. Each leaf here travelled across oceans before finding a home beside the Brisbane River. Every garden is a time capsule. These exotics speak of our hunger to understand the world and how wonder, when tended with care, becomes wisdom. The path curves gently, and on your right stands a tree that seems quiet, but only because it has been speaking for hundreds of millions of years. This is the Outeniqua Yellowwood, sometimes called the African Yellowwood, a member of the ancient Conifer family Podocarpaceae, one of the oldest living surviving tree families on Earth, dating back to the age of dinosaurs. Its bark is thick and scaled, almost reptilian, and its leaves are slender, dark green, curved like blades of polished jade. This species, Podocarpus falcatus, comes from the misty forests of southern Africa, where it can reach over 50 metres tall and live for more than 1,000 years. Here in the Brisbane Botanical Gardens, it grows more modestly, with the same quiet dignity, its crown filtering the sunlight into soft gold. Birds rest in its branches, and you can sometimes hear the wind moving through its needles, with a sound that feels older than speech. The Outeniqua Yellowwood feels timeless, a survivor from the ancient world when continents were one, and the forests of Africa and Australia were still connected. To stand beneath it is to remember that life endures through change, and that wisdom often speaks in whispers. The air grows humid, the scent of the Brisbane River drifts through. Ahead, the water features shimmer, tranquil pools framed by palms and ferns. Water lilies bloom across the surface like floating stars. Along the edges, paper barks peel white bark like pages of a diary. River she-oaks whisper in the breeze, their fine needles hissing like gentle rain. Birds gather, ibises, ducks, cormorants, each part of this quiet ecosystem within the city. The river and the garden are one heartbeat. Every ripple mirrors the sky, every breath of wind a story written in leaves. Here, time folds and the world feels whole again. The pond becomes a mirror, fan palms fanned outward like green suns, catching the last shimmer of daylight. The air smells of rain-soaked soil and warm leaves. Beyond the tree line, the scrapers shimmer, reflections of a city born from earth and ambition. The Brisbane City Botanic Gardens are more than a park. They're a sanctuary of memory and renewal, from palms to pines, from bamboo to water. This walk is a reminder that nature is the first cathedral. The day folds quietly into shadow. From above, the Brisbane River glows bronze as the sun dips behind the towers. The skyscrapers turn gold, then silver, then blue, until their windows bloom into constellations. Below, the Botanic Gardens shimmer with their own light. Hidden lamps trace the shapes of trunks and branches. Palms glow softly, and pathways gleam beneath the trees. The forest doesn't sleep, it simply changes costume. As the city lights rise like stars, the gardens remain the heart that never stops beating. Day and night, the palms and figs breathe with the river. This is Brisbane, a city that still remembers it's a forest. From sunrise to sunset, from route to skyline, the Brisbane City Botanic Gardens remind us that even in a world of concrete, the oldest stories are still written in leaves.